Hi guys, here we are again at Bikes, Boats and Bits. Today we're back on this second outboard. We're going to try and get him sparking on 2 cylinders and hopefully running. We're still waiting for Harley parts, so we're not going to get anywhere with that this week. So I was hoping to have it finished, but that's not going to be this week. So yeah, we'll crack on with this if we have to. We've got a 60 horsepower and a 55 waiting for some attention, so we can always drag those out. We'll see how this job goes. Right, okay. What we're going to do is remove this top cover, which looks like it's got 4 screws or bolts in here, which we'll remove those. Hopefully that will come off. There might be 6, depends what these ones are. But we'll crack on with that. Okay. And we've got something else. Ah, that was holding.
Fits through, does it?
Yeah.
There you go then.
What's that trying to do with it? Ah.
Petrol cap.
Petrol cap. Always remove the petrol cap. And off she comes. So that's that bit.
Oh, that clips hold the tank in.
So move him out of the way.
Go the other.
Yeah. Will she fit?
Should do. That's all right. That fit a bike, it should fit this. I can grab 2 of them for you. No, it's not going to go over. Unless you're dead square. That one's not going to fit. No, can't get this one on for love of money.
Okay. Right. That was the 2.
Same width.
Right, we'll have to use the...
Ah, sorted. Put this one back in the box.
Let's see if it's long enough first.
You are?
See if it's long enough.
It should be.
I don't know.
Perhaps like some of the old Brit bikes, there's normally a bolt on there that undoes everything.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Well, you want to break it, don't you? Hey.
What, the screw or the...
Both, yeah. It's always wise to break a good screw. Got to stop for coffee halfway.
Right, let's see what we get now.
A lot of the old British bikes, a wheel spindle or something would knock something else off, wouldn't it?
Honda.
Don't swear at me, not on a Sunday.
No, Honda, you could use the rear wheel spindle to take the alternator rotor off.
Yeah. Only because you never had to.
No, I did. That's how I know. I didn't have the appropriate pull on it. That looks close. Oh, no.
It's coming.
What's that? They're not long enough. No pressure on it. Right. We seem to have hit a problem. They're not long enough to jack it. Well, this is actually a set position. Yeah, that went. Bit of persistence. Right, as you can see, the shaft in there is tapered, and just down here, if you can see that, we have the keyway. So that's what locates the rotor, and this is how the ignition is advanced and retarded. So we've got 2 coils, 1 for each cylinder, 2 condensers, again 1 for each cylinder, and 2 sets of points, 1 for each cylinder. So what we need to do is clean up these points, make sure they're working. Right, so as you can see, this here is the cam. So as that goes round, you'll get to a point where it opens the points, and that's what causes a spark. The rotor is actually the magnet which creates the electricity. So that one's opening and closing. That one is opening and closing, just. Come on, turn. So we put him in gear. So you can see they are actually opening and closing. Now there should be some little wick oil pads. Yeah, there's one there. So it should stop the points from wearing out. This isn't actually opening very wide, so it might be. It's closed there. There, that's open. Barely. That might be the issue. Right, to clean them up, we'll just disconnect the points. Sorry, the condenser. We'll get a measurement of it. So I don't want these to be open circuit, because then we'll lose spark. Try that one. Right, 0.2 microfarads. We'll just try the other one, as soon as we're hit. Easy tiger.
Got it?
You always get the non-magnetic screwdriver when you want a magnetic one, don't you? The rest of the time you get the magnetic one when you don't want it. Right, let's see what this one is. Hopefully that'll be the same. 0.2 microfarads. So it looks like everything in here is good. So all we can suggest was we had dirty points. So it goes back up in a sec. Just looking at the points. This set here is open. So just get the feeler gauges. Now these are metric. So we're looking approximately 0.35. So there's 0.2 mil, 0.15, no others stuck in there, no. So just put those two together. So what we're looking for, it should just slide in that gap, like so. You want just a very sort of rubbing pressure. It's hard to explain once you've done it. When you pull them out, they shouldn't move. They shouldn't spring to a different position. So we've already done this one, but I just thought we'd show you how we do it. So that's set at 15 thou, give or take a thou, or 0.35 of a mil, depending on your leaning. Let's see if it conducts any. Oh Jesus. Right. Still no.
You closed fully?
There's one spot in there that does. And that's where we might end up seeing if that's got a set of points in we can nick.
Won't be the same, will it?
Don't know. Same manufacturer.
We ain't that lucky.
So it does feel quite rough though for some reason.
Badly fitted. Or carbonised.
Carbonised, I think.
Wrong meter?
Wrong meter. That's what happens when you've got multimeters.
Yeah, multi-meters. I colour code mine for every day of the week. There you go. They're closed, are they?
That's it. We now have two working sets of points.
Excellent.
So all we've got to do now, get him back round to where he's open, we'll recheck the gap.
That took a lot more cleaning. I've ever known points to be that dirty or pitted.
Yeah, well, this was built around about 1970 something, so nothing's going to be perfect, is it?
No. I dare say they've never been changed.
No. And we know it's been stood for a long, long, long time.
You're about there still.
Look, it's a little bit under. Good enough. That is good enough.
Put it back together then.
Yeah. So I haven't used up all of our lucky guys. With wobbly hands. Just turn this off like this. With a bit of luck, we can now command a spark. Now you can also see why everybody went electronic ignition. Right, so if we get this on, lining up the key.
You take them to a garage now, they don't fix them, they just take each part off in turn and replace it with a new one until they find the faulty one.
Yeah.
They're fitters, not mechanics.
Right, where did we put the knot? Here, nutter. There he is. Looks like he's that way down.
That's correct talk.
Yep, I heard the wrist click.
Yeah.
Right, let's grab a spark plug.
Which way, mate? Which way? That way?
Yeah. Can you wait till I've
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you.
Light up the electrician.
Yeah. Right. Give it a go.
Yeah, look at that. Look.
Yep. We've got a spark there. Albeit a very faint one, but going at that speed, that's hardly surprising.
Well, I'm left-handed.
So we'll just check this one. Right. Go for it. Did see a little bit of spark there. Hang on, swap plugs.
Ready?
Yep. Yeah, we've got spark.
Yeah.
So this plug wants cleaning up a bit. Right, so we have a spark on each plug. So now what we've got to do is find out what was going on with the pull start, because that wasn't working. So we'll have him to bits now. This is where springs and everything go flying all over the place, but as you can see, that's just not working very well at all. Oh!
You broke that.
The spring's in there. Ow!
Now you know why I work the camera.
You scared?
Yeah.
Right. Here's a spring.
Wrong meter?
Wrong meter. That's what happens when you've got multimeters.
Yeah, multi-meters. I colour code mine for every day of the week. There you go. They're closed, are they?
That's it. We now have 2 working sets of points.
Excellent.
So all we've got to do now, get him back round to where he's open. We'll recheck the gap.
That took a lot more cleaning. I've ever known points to be that dirty or pitted.
Yeah, well, this was built around about 1970 something, so nothing's going to be perfect, is it?
No. I dare say they've never been changed.
No. And we know it's been stood for a long time.
You're about there still.
Look, it's a little bit under. Good enough. That is good enough. Right, so if we get this on, lining up the key.
You take them to a garage now, they don't fix them, they just take each part off in turn and replace it with a new one until they find the faulty one.
Yeah.
They're fitters, not mechanics.
Right, where did we put the knot? That's enough.
That's correct torque.
Yep, I heard the wrist click.
Yeah.
Right, let's grab a spark plug.
Which way, mate? Which way? That way?
Yep. Can you wait till I've
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you.
Light up the electrician.
Yeah. Right. Give it a go.
Yeah, look at that. Look.
Yep. We've got a spark there. Albeit a very faint one, but going at that speed, that's hardly surprising.
Well, I'm left-handed.
So we'll just check this one. Right. Go for it. Did see a little bit of spark there. Hang on, swap plugs.
Ready?
Yep. Yeah, we've got spark.
Yeah.
So this plug wants cleaning up a bit. Right, so we have a spark on each plug. So now what we've got to do is find out what was going on with the pull start, because that wasn't working. So we'll have him to bits now. This is where springs and everything go flying all over the place, but as you can see, that's just not Just not working very well at all. Oh!
You broke that.
The spring's in there. Ow!
Now you know why I work the camera.
You scared?
Yeah.
Right. Here's a spring. There's a screw holding said spring. Right. So what was going on with this?
Look inside there. Tulip.
Right, we've managed to wind the spring in. Now we're just trying to reinsert the string. Right, so now tie a knot in the other end.
Steady on.
No, yeah, sorry, yeah, that's right. That should be enough. So that's him sat down in there. Right. Can't let go of this at the moment because it is tensioned. We need it tensioned so it actually pulls back.
Ah.
Well, that's it. Now that goes through there. That's it. We do believe we've got it out, chap.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Well, we had the right motors up or under, didn't we? It's just a pain in the ass to fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still recording?
Yeah.
The screen's gone up. Yeah, needless to say, the battery decided to die when we had our hands full, winding said spring in, so you've actually missed that bit, but what we managed to do is get all these internals in the right place, wind it all down, and just hand feed the spring in, wind some tension onto it, so it should pull the string back. We're just doing the handle at the moment, which you can't quite see, it's off camera.
There we go.
Here we go. Since we've got the knot in now, we can let this wind back. Okay, we're good. Right.
Yeah.
Just going to slowly feed this in. Go. Is that it?
It ain't.
It has.
Yeah, it has, isn't it?
Right, at that point we're going to stop and have a brew because it's just popped off the other end.
This is one I made earlier.
And we've now got to do it all over again. That's it, we're good. Right, we think we've got away with this. We've managed to load the spring up. But we've got enough tension on it to pull all the string in, hopefully. Look at that. Relief all round, I think, is...
Cup of tea did the trick.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to just walk away from something and come back to it afresh. Right. Let me get the fuel tank back in. I think he threaded through there, didn't he? Maybe not.
clips are there.
It's got to go through there. Like so. Got.
That's it, you're there.
Right, so he goes there. And just turn this round. Try not to.
Go back up a little bit so we can. There we go.
Right. So these spring clips, doing something like that. That's one in. There's another one in there somewhere. I haven't seen him. Right, so that's the fuel tank in and on. So let's get the top cover in. Going to gently position this.
I'm not pulling it, I'm not pulling it.
No, I must admit, it's a bit of a... It does worry a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it was so much fun to get it back in position. Right. Now these screws were...
One there.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top's not located on the fucking... Why turn the prop? Would that locate it, you think? Or do you want to get a couple of bolts in first?
I should just drop straight in. Because until that bit's out, it should just sit central, shouldn't it?
Should. Says he was now making a quick exit for the door. There's one good thing I can say about outboard motors when you buy a boat. Make sure you got a set of paddles and all.
Well, depends on where you're going, but obviously auxiliaries always handy to have, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
You certainly wouldn't go to sea without an auxiliary. But a lot of people make the mistake, they have an auxiliary but they never run it. And then when they need to, it won't start.
They also make the other mistake of going to sea in a place where it's really tidal, near the coast, and their auxiliary engine won't get them back until the tide eases, so they're out there for 8 hours waiting. Waiting for slack. I know this, people, because I've done it.
Yeah, many have, but...
Underestimated the amount of power needed to run a tide.
But you don't really need to run a tide, do you? You can just go with the tide at an angle and reach a safe haven.
It depends what shipping lanes you're in.
That's where you should have a radio.
Big ships don't move. Just the blast on the horn just get closer and closer together. No, but if you go to sea, you should make sure you know what you're fucking doing, shouldn't you? Really?
Yeah. Or buddy up.
Believe it or not, the Lifeboat Society don't just save lives, they will give you advice and teach you before you go out if you haven't been out before. They like to prevent if they can.
Well, certainly the RNLI will come and inspect your boat free of charge and give you safety pointers. They can't tell you can't go out because there are no regulations.
But they help.
But they will point you in the right direction. Shortwave radio course, DSC as it is now, digital select calling. That's just an afternoon. Well, I say that depends if you've ever used a two-way radio before. If you're used to two-way radios, it's quite quick and simple. If you're a bit mic shy, it will take longer.
Yeah.
Pass them on. Really. See, it was a long way out. I forgot we had that out to clean it, didn't we? So we did half, 1.5 is about normal for most.
Nice 2 strokes.
Most carburetors. So I think these are Makuni, so let's see what we've got. Okay. How do we turn it off? Beautiful.
There we go.
There we go. So we're going to try and find choke, linkage, or change the carb out. So yeah, it runs. I'm not going to bother putting this back on because there's no point, because we've got to do whatever we've got to do down there. We've got to take this off again, so we'll leave it off for now. That is this done.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yes, we've got 1 scrap one with no compression, 2 runners. So yeah, can't complain at that. So at next point when we get chance, we'll get a big bucket of water in there. We can stand both of them in and just actually make sure that pumping water. I've got some gearbox oil. I might even change the gearbox oil and do the impellers. We'll see. I don't want to spend a lot of money on it because there's not a lot of money in this. It's sort of not worth a great deal. But yeah,
we're happy it's running.
Yeah, we're happy it's running. It's can't fault it. Well, on that note,
after we reset the fuel mixture, it started first time.
Yes. Yeah, because we've got the knob missing off of there. So yeah, it's what can we say? We'll leave it at that point for this week, I think. Yeah. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, please subscribe, and we'll catch you all again, either with a motorcycle, with a boat, or with another outboard. We've got a few bits around here, so.
Or you could just catch us drinking tea.
Yeah, or beer, yeah. All right, catch you next time.